Man, I don't know how to do this, man. I'm just going to have to say it. I'm sorry.
Do you hear that? Is it supposed to sound like Mr. Deity? I think it sounds great. Mr. Deity.
That's it for this morning. I have to make it quick, so I'm putting on my timer, and we start now. First thing first, I want to apologize. I need to apologize to all of those. Hold on. I gotta stop. Some fuckery just happened real quick. Where my siren at? Fuckery. Listen. That was that European shit real quick. I gotta stop. Start the timer now. All right, here we go. First off, I want to apologize, right? I need to apologize, but I need to put on my music first. I need to apologize first to all those that have followed me or followed Gye-Nyame Journey on Facebook. Once again, y'all really need to understand, I did not understand what push notifications meant, and I didn't know that they would be dinging you every time I posted some shit. So I want to thank the queen of the damn universe for pointing that shit out to me, because I know I embarrassed some of y'all, because I know how it is when I invite somebody to a group and motherfuckers is constantly getting rings and dings on their phones and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it ain't even super important shit. I just was posting up news. I didn't know that I was messing up some of your lives and stuff, right? So I apologize. Now, so I get the siren on that one. I get the yeah. That was some intergalactic fuckery on my part, right? Because I need to understand. And fuckery's okay, because this is the morning quickie, right? You got to get your shit on, right? But let's be clear. I need to be very, very clear. I need to be very clear in what I'm saying. Listen to me. Now I need to apologize. Next, I need to apologize to Katt Williams, right? And I know a lot of y'all out there tripping about this shit, right? But I want y'all to listen to me very closely, right? I'm a man, right? If you didn't know that shit, because nowadays you can't tell with all this transgender shit going on, and motherfuckers want to have a unified bathroom and shit. If we gonna make peace in the world, let's don't start with the bathroom. Let's start with these motherfucking countries and shit. Leave the bathroom alone, but that's a whole nother piece. But I'm apologizing to Katt Williams, because I'm a motherfucking man just like him, right? But the only issue that I have is this. First, let me tell you why I'm apologizing. I'm apologizing because I know what it feels like to have your space encroached upon. I know what it feels like when somebody crosses your borders and enter into your space and stay there after you done told them to get the fuck up out your face. I know how it feels. I know how threatening it could be when a little young motherfucker is standing in your face looking at you like he about to punch you with his fist ball. I know how that feels. I have been in that situation, and I feel for you, Katt Williams, but I still have to give you the fucking siren for some intergalactic fuckery, because the one mistake that you made was that you went from being a comedian to thinking you was a motherfucking UFC fighter, dude. Listen, people like you and myself who have been out the game for a long time, and I don't know if you're in your 40s, I'm in my 40s, dude. I came to terms a long time ago that one punch will no longer do it, especially a jab. Nigga, you threw a jab. What you should have threw was a volley of shit. You should have threw both fists, both elbows, a couple of knees, and some feet at that little young motherfucker. And when that motherfucker put the chokehold on you, you should have did like Bruce Lee instructed his students. When you can no longer use any other part of your body, bite. God damn it. You do not represent the older generation by letting a young motherfucker take you down without at least drawing some blood on that motherfucker. Once you start throwing them, you should have threw a volley. Motherfucker, you should have attacked him like America attacked the Japanese. You shouldn't have stopped. You know what I'm saying? And they should have been pulling you up off that motherfucker, right? But now you got to take a double loss, nigga. Listen, I'm sorry. I feel sorry for you on that part. But hey, pimp down. All right, so next on. Now, let's get on this motherfucker by the name of King Leopold. Let's get on this motherfucker. Wait, but before we do, I need to pause. I'm going to pause the timer, and we are going to take a commercial break. Yes, I am getting smart at the game, right? I'm getting very smart at the game. Oops. Well, I'm not that smart at the game. Overconfidence right there, but here you go.
The word is spreading. More and more people are switching to Ambit Energy.
Well, one of my neighbors switched, and then I switched. Now the whole neighborhood has Ambit.
Who doesn't want to save money?
The word is spreading. Switching to Ambit Energy is rewarding in more ways than one.
I signed up and got a travel reward. That's nice.
Oh, I get to save on energy and on travel?
There's a cruise for two out there just a few thousand kilowatts away. I can almost smell the sunscreen.
The word is spreading. Ambit Energy even lets you earn free energy.
When I get 15 friends to switch, I get free energy. I have 15 friends. At least I think I do.
Hey, I'd be telling people to switch to Ambit anyway.
If you'd like to switch to Ambit Energy, listen to the following contact information closely. Then spread the word.
All right, spread the word. Even if you don't want to use us, why don't you spread the words to your friends? Help Gye-Nyame journey. Like today, we are on our way. I'm rushing right now because I'm late. I'm supposed to be up at the school because we're about to go on a field trip. Yep, that's right. We pulling money up out our pockets. We pulling money from some of these families, and we're going to go to the Underground Railroad Museum so we can introduce our young people to the struggling part of our history. Now, we funded this, right? Part of the money that's coming from this came from Ambit. So I'm trying to let y'all know, those of you that are entrepreneurs out there, you have an opportunity here. Hit us up at Gye-Nyame Journey Energy 526.com or go to our Facebook page, go to Gye-Nyame Journey Energy, or go to facebook.com/GNJ Energy, right? Or if you old school, just hit me up at 614-594-9422. You could call or you could text and we could hook up. You know what I'm saying? Because we could save you some money. And on top of that, every time you pay this bill, rather than other motherfuckers benefiting off of it, somebody that you know and love and that you want to work with is benefiting from. You will know that you will be supplying things for a Brenner, like, because I'm about to put that up. We did a Brenner the other day and it was dope. Or that we gonna have some footage from the Underground Railroad. So now back to this motherfucker King Leopold. Timer on. All right, here we go. Music, where you at? Boom. All right, for a lot of y'all that don't know, and I ain't mad at you for not knowing, right? I'm fortunate enough to know because one of my elders put together a presentation years ago, and we used to travel around in the Midwest. I never really traveled with him outside of the Midwest, but we used to travel all over the Midwest, and I used to do security for him. I used to open up and do libations and shit like that for him. His name was Nomo X. Shouts out to the elder, right? We used to do a presentation called The Black Holocaust, and one of the parts of the Black Holocaust was about this motherfucker by the name of King Leopold II. Now, we have heard some shit in the news about Brussels, right? And I'm gonna be all the way honest with you, right? So, I can't remember what made me look up King Leopold. I was looking up King Leopold, and I discovered that he was the king of Belgium. And they called this motherfucker the Butcher of the Congo. Now, Nomo used to go in on this motherfucker, right? And I'm not going to be able to give it the justice that my elder Nomo X could. But guess what Brussels is? Brussels is in Belgium, right? And we know that the explosion just happened in Belgium. Now, I feel for the people, but I need to be very clear about this. Malcolm X got set down for this, so I need to be very purposeful about what I'm saying, right? And because I'm not an old country boy like Malcolm X, and I'm not as good of a talker as Malcolm X. But you know, Malcolm X made the analogy. He said in the morning the farmer send his chickens out, and then in the evening time he calls them in. He said this is a matter of chickens coming home to roost, right? Because a lot of y'all can't deal with that shit. See, everybody, when it comes to a black man, everybody's with this reciprocity shit. You get what you deserve. You should have stuck around. You know what I'm saying? I don't care how long ago it was. You owe that money or you got to pay that ticket, goddammit. You know what I'm saying? You got to pay these taxes. When it comes to reciprocity, it's okay for me. It's okay for me to have to do it. But when I start talking about reciprocity with other motherfuckers, it's a problem. As Malcolm X said, chickens coming home to roost never made me sad. Might have made me mad, but it never made me sad because it's a fact of life. It's a reality. You know what I'm saying? What comes around goes around, no matter how long ago it was, right? This motherfucker by the name of King Leopold, who was the king of Belgium, was one of the most bloodthirstiest motherfuckers in the world. If you want to talk about a terrorist attack, let's get on this motherfucker right here. King Leopold, the bastard. Let's talk about him real quick. King Leopold of Belgium was responsible for the deaths, or I'm reading from The Butcher of the Congo, King Leopold II of Belgium, by Andrew C. James. He posted this April 4th, 2011. This was before the terror attacks. So because I wanted to pull some shit before the terror attacks, because I want you to understand that what you do affects more than just you. Now, those of you that are out here talking about you want to be rich and wealthy and shit, the things you do affect more than just you. Those of you that's saying that you're part of a group, the things you do affect more than you. And then if you're doing things as a group, it's going to come back and affect the group. I just need y'all to understand that. So those of you that's in Gye-Nyame that's just sitting around on your ass, you know what I'm saying? Those of you that's family members and you ain't doing shit, you know what I'm saying? The things you do affect more than you, because when you say Gye-Nyame and your children see you not doing shit, they start thinking that it's okay to just be a bitch back rider. That's right, a bitchin' back rider, right? You motherfuckers know if you part of an organization, you're supposed to be working. You motherfuckers want to sit in the audience. But back to this motherfucker, the king of Belgium, King Leopold II. I don't even know if they still have kings and shit in this. And then my daughter done sent me some shit where a representative of Belgium is somewhere doing blackface. The fuck? Right? But hey, I'm not gonna get on that. I'm gonna stick on, I'm gonna go to that shit. But hold on. Let's go. King Leopold II of Belgium was responsible for the deaths of and mutilation of 10 million Congolese Africans during the late 1800s. Oh, Brother Hatim, that's over 200 years ago. Can't you let that shit go? No, I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because the Jews ain't let go of what happened in Germany. They ain't let go of their story. And most of you motherfuckers got their story in your house, right? You know, America don't let go of their shit. You know what I'm saying? No, the only people in the world that's being asked to relinquish their hold on history is black folks. Fuck that, right? Fuck that, because history gives me a place in it. And these are my people, and I'm going to let you know what the fuck happened to them. Why? Because you need to know, right? Because you need to know that these terror attacks are nothing but, in some cases, nothing but reciprocity coming back on West Asia, because they done fucked up people for thousands of years. Now when the shit coming back, you supposed to feel sorry for them. Come on, man. Give me a motherfucking break, right? I'm just being honest. Y'all can be mad at me, do whatever the fuck you want, turn my shit off. I don't care. The point that I'm saying is that you got to hear, you're going to hear parts of my story, goddammit. Especially if you tune in here. The spoils of modern day Belgium owe much of the people of the Congo River Basin. They built their whole motherfucking economy on the backs of black people and mutilating and murdering tens of millions. Let's listen to some of this shit. I'm at 4 minutes 44 seconds, so buckle up. In a testament to the hideous brutality of the European colonial era and the imperialism in its finest form during the 1880s, when Europe was busy dividing up the continent of Africa. Y'all need to know about that. Like a vast chocolate cake, King Leopold II of Belgium laid personal claim to a large, uncharted Congo Free State. The 905,000 square miles, or 76 times larger than Belgium, of Africa rainforest held a vast fortune in rubber plantations, a commodity in high demand in the late 19th century industrial Europe. Dark-hearted Leopold II. He said it so nicely, dark-hearted. In 1876, now I want you to understand that King Leopold took this shit as his personal property, right? But he a king and he represents his people, because when he suffers, the people suffer. So every act he does reflects on the fucking people. And because they allowed it, they allowed the military to go over there and do this shit. In 1876, Leopold formed a philanthropic organization, Association Internationale Africana, International African Association, and became a single shareholder under the guise of missionary work and westernization of African peoples. Leopold II used the International African Association to further his ambitions of empire building in the hope of bringing international prestige to relatively small Belgium. In reality, the International African Association was a vehicle to enslave people of the Congo River Basin and enrich Leopold II. We had 2 minutes 58 seconds. In the 23 years this motherfucker did this, from 1885 to 1908, Leopold ruled the Congo. He massacred tens of millions of Africans by cutting off their hands and genitals, flogging them to death, starving them into forced labor, holding children ransom, and burning villages. This ironic part of this story is that Leopold II committed these atrocities by not even setting foot in the Congo. He just sent his motherfucking mercenaries over there, right? Alright, so he fooled them into signing a contract and all that shit. Let's go and read a little bit more, because I'm getting pissed. Yeah. It must be noted, however, that whilst much attention has been given to Leopold's atrocity in the Congo, in the same period, acts of brutality were being committed on native peoples elsewhere in the world. Britain on the Aborigines in Australia, United States on the Native Americans and Filipinos, French on the Northwest Congolese, Spanish on the North and Central Native American, Portuguese on the Anglo. Do you realize? Hold on, what am I fucking saying? Do you realize the Western Asian fuckery going on at this time? And I'm supposed to be shedding tears, right? I'm supposed to be feeling sorry, right? Look, unable to read or write, at least English, the Congolese tribal chiefs unwillingly sold their tribe members into a lifetime of slavery for pieces of cloth. Severed hands. Now, I'm skipping that part. You come back and read it. Severed hands. Such was the brutality of Leopold's Congo that those who failed to meet the rubber quotas. Now, this is like you not finishing your motherfucking work at your job, right? The quotas set by the Belgian officers were routinely flogged with the chicote or had their hands severed. The chicote was a whip made out of raw, sun-dried hippopotamus hide, cut into a long, sharp-edged cork screw strip. It was applied to bare buttocks and left permanent scars. 20 strokes of it sent victims into unconsciousness, and 100 or more strokes were often fatal. Chicote was freely used by both Leopold's men and the French. They got pictures of people holding hands. That's going to be my whole piece, man. I look at this shit and I can't do nothing but almost cry. It's babies. There's a baby on there looking about the age of Gina sitting up there with her motherfucking hand cut off. And I'm supposed to feel sorry for this shit? You know what I'm saying? The Middle Asians and the West Asians, y'all need to go on and kill each other, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Until you motherfuckers learn how to live peacefully, until both of you motherfuckers can come to terms with the fact of the shit that you did, you know what I'm saying, and have been doing, that's my alarm. It's done. I'm sorry. It's time for me to roll, y'all. But hey, I want to thank you for taking the time and stopping in to Gye-Nyame Journey. I had to get that shit off my chest. I want to thank y'all for listening. If you like it, share it with your friends. You actually share it with your motherfucking friends, because listen, our story need to be told, man. I'm gonna post up this picture, man, because it's really I'm about to break down, because every time I see those pictures, man, that shit, because that shit what's separating us from this shit happening to us right now. We're not. We still haven't come together. We're sitting over here, able to become victims at any given time at the whims of our motherfucking enemies, right? You know what I'm saying? I mean, and all of them are not our enemies, but we know that white folks that's listening, y'all need to understand, they no longer give a fuck about you. If you don't have a certain amount of money, a certain amount of wealth, a certain amount of prestige, they don't give a fuck about you. They are those that own the money and control the resources. Leopold controlled the resources, but he was represented and supported by his people. And when you represent and you support some shit like that, you got to be willing to accept what comes your way. This is Brother Hatim. You are now listening to Gye-Nyame Journey Radio. I'm mad as hell, and this is a Heart of a Simple production. You are now listening to AEOOOOhhh, where we strive to blow up your old paradigm. And that shit that I just got done talking about has moved from international West Asian fuckery to intergalactic proportion. I'm fucking out, and I will see you later.
For black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom. Throw up a fist for black power, cause all we want is freedom.